Well, Cuphead and his pal Bugman, they like to roll the dice. By chance they came on Devil's Game, and gosh, they paid the price. Paid the price.
That's right, the long-awaited Cuphead is finally here after only 3 frickin' years, and it's pretty damn good. However, I decided to take a break from playing and share with anyone who will listen, so that means you, viewer, 5 things I learned about the game fairly early on. Here we go.
Now go!
So, you may have noticed that the game looks insane, both in looks and difficulty, actually. Designed to look like a 1930s cartoon, the screen is constantly filled with odd, colorful characters that pretty much all want to kill you. This makes it incredibly vital that you keep track of every movement enemies make, simultaneously while running. For those who aren't amazing at multitasking, this isn't exactly easy. So one cannot allow themselves to be distracted by such things as evil flowers and nukes on unicycles. Never thought I'd say that. Maybe you want to stop and admire the details of each level, but there's literally no time, as the slightest mistake can cause you to die and then have to restart the level. If you think that this game doesn't keep score, think again. Every single time you die against a boss, the game decides to tell you exactly how close you were to beating it. That's pretty damn cruel. On top of that, when you do finally beat that boss you've been stuck on for so damn long, the game casually reminds you that you can always do better. But worst of all, the game actually keeps track of how many times you've died total, making you realize that no matter how good you get, you will always remember how terrible you once were. Every boss has different stages, and every stage brings on a new attack pattern that you need to recognize. You need to know when to attack, dodge, or sometimes both at the same time. Now obviously you won't know an attack pattern until you've tried and failed it a few dozen times, but once you get it, bosses become pretty easy. Of course, when fighting a boss for the first few times, you also have to be ready for anything. After a difficult stage, you may think, okay, I've won. But that can trick you, especially if you go from simple difficulty to regular, as that sometimes adds stages. Learn from my mistake, though. Don't stop fighting until you hear the announcer declare you the winner. Otherwise, that could happen. The next lesson I learned while playing Cuphead is that if the devil owns a casino and offers to trade it in exchange for a game, don't bet your souls. Probably. Because there's a chance you could lose, and then you'll have to go out and fight all these weird creatures in a super hard game in order to keep your soul. Yeah, sorry, I couldn't think of another lesson. Let's just move on to the next one, shall we? So you may have noticed that there is no set difficulty to the game. The only way to change it is upon going to each boss battle and selecting simple or regular. Now, completing it on simple is definitely easier, but rewards you with a lower rank and no soul contract. So you may think, what's the point? However, by beating these fights, you unlock new areas, and then you can use those new areas to get more coins. After obtaining those coins, you can then use them to buy new abilities and skills that make the boss fights exponentially easier. So my advice, unlock the majority of areas in whatever aisle you're stuck on. Then take on the fights that you couldn't beat earlier with some new abilities and a new resolve. Trust me, they get easier. Alright, thanks for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed this video, maybe found some of it helpful. Leave a like or don't, and I'll see you in the next one. Later.